My name's Alyssa.
Francis.
I'm Amanda.
And welcome to the second episode of
Four in a Pod.
All right, so for this week, we have a couple of different topics. We're going to pick back up where we left off last week, talking about our friendship and how it blossomed and really how we got to know each other even throughout high school and up till now, basically. Figure out if we all remembered how we met.
And who's, what type of role we play in other people's lives. So, Amanda had asked you guys, are you the villain in somebody's life? Are you, the hero in somebody's life? Are you...
the healer?
Yeah. Are you somebody that your friends can go to? What role do you feel like you play in your friendships? So that's where we did leave off. And, what do we have to say about that, guys?
So... for me personally, I feel obviously, I'm the mom. Just because I've always been, really, safe and, I've been, bubbled from the world, but I know everything that's happening, but I also need everything to be safe.
Yeah, and you worry, and you're don't do that.
Yeah, I worry way too much, but it's fine. A little worry didn't hurt nobody.
Yeah.
But I still like to have fun.
For sure.
Sometimes. Within reason.
I personally feel like I'm the wild card. Sometimes I'm the one that gives really good advice, but then sometimes I'll tweak out and I'll just be the problem.
Yeah.
It's on occasion.
And not even I'll do something to my friends. It's more just
to yourself.
I self-attack myself.
Francis self-sabotages.
Yes, self-sabotage. There you go.
Yeah, I definitely have self-sabotage. I think with the overthinking and overanalyzing, I'm the type of person where, if something happens or an interaction or I see somebody, I'll call Alyssa at 12 o'clock at night. Guess who the fuck I just saw in the supermarket? And it's a whole play-by-play of every second.
Based on true events.
I will go back to the supermarket, not like that, but I'll go back, stand where I was standing and where they were standing. Could they have seen me? Did they not see me? Was it awkward? So I definitely think I self-sabotage that way, where I've overanalyzed, I've thought of things that you probably never thought about. So in that sense, I'm not really a free spirit, because when something happens, I'm clocking that T-ho. I'm peeping the shade.
Me and Amanda are the overthinkers.
I'm peeping the shade.
You say hi weird. I'm gonna think about it for the next year.
Yeah, the sudden little changes in your voice, the little annotations, whatever. My gut feeling is if it's not a strong yes, it's a no. Mm-hmm. If you have to think about it, it's
a no.
It's a no. If you have to consider something where you're is it like that? Is she bugging? Is she really trying to be sneaky? She is. Trust your intuition, trust your gut, trust the Holy Spirit if you have it. That shit is real. So I think because of that, I'm really big into self-sabotage. I used to be a crash out. Growing up.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what crash out is? Bro, I used to be wild growing up. I used to be a wild kid growing up. But as I grew up, I kind of mellowed out. So I feel that's who I am. I am easygoing. Mm-hmm. I'm very easygoing. I'll go with the flow. You guys can be yo, let's go to Cancun tomorrow. I'm packing my bags tonight. I'm with the shits.
I would agree with that,
Yeah, I'm with the shits.
Amanda would be in another state every time I text her. No, girl, sorry, I can't. I'm in Miami. No, girl, sorry, I can't. I'm in Buffalo. No, girl, sorry, I can't.
Syracuse.
Girl, where the hell are you?
Bro, and when did you leave? Because I I just saw you yesterday.
Yeah, that was Where's Waldo?
Yeah.
Literally, where's Waldo?
You gotta live the life while you can. I never believe, put it on for tomorrow.
Yeah, no.
God forbid, but you never know what's gonna happen tomorrow. So live that shit today. Yeah.
I feel that has to do with growing up and how you want to see yourself as you get older. Do you want to be I hate to say it, but do you want to be cranky? Do you want to be the
regret
one
what you didn't do? Regret what you didn't do? or like
Sure,
think
I don't
back to
know. I don't
things
know
like,
what
oh, I
makes
wish I
people
would have done
cranky.
that.
Yeah. Like, or like, do you want to be the one that's always like a kid at heart, or like, you know, young at heart? And like, it's scary getting older. Like,
I know.
I feel like more women say it's scary to get older than men, because the mentality for men just kind of stays the same. Whereas for like, and I'm not shitting on anyone, but it's like for women, I feel like they're always thinking of the next thing. But that's also, I think, because we have that maternal instinct of us of like, okay, you want to get to that chapter where like maybe you get to be a mother, or you want to get to the chapter where like you decide, no, that's not for you, you know? But that comes
as like we age, like I feel like the aging process definitely for men versus women is completely different.
Yeah.
And like Alyssa said, like our mentality, like I had a whole life plan before while I was in 9th grade.
Right?
I was like, I'm gonna do this, I need this, I need this. I'm over here, I'm like, oh my god, in like 3 years I'll be 30. I don't have a child yet, like the XYZ. And Jordan, my fiance, is over here, it's like, we have plenty of time. Like we're still young. I'm like, no, I am old now.
He's
like,
also younger than you, isn't he?
Yeah, he's 11 months younger.
Yeah. So he might to him like be like, yeah, we do have time.
I know, but a girl like even your like maternal clock.
Yeah.
Your maternal clock, and I'm like,
It's ticking.
I want babies.
It's ticking.
My factory's closed. No more babies.
She got it. You got your boy and girl. Fran got the
Yeah, I got my little pair, so
literally.
I'm okay. Oh yeah, and I definitely do agree. Like even like when like the whole like pregnancy stuff going through, like men don't ever change. Like they stay being men. Like they don't turn into fathers. So like it hits them. Like it takes a minute for it to hit them. Like instantly when women get pregnant, like you're automatically like mom. You're mom. Like you're not just thinking about yourself. Like you think about your baby also. Like,
Yeah.
It's just. And then when the baby is there, forget about it. You're not yourself anymore to an extent. Like you're constantly mom, and then maybe you'll have a few minutes or like a few seconds, or like for example, like right now, like this podcast and me going to work out are my only times where I actually feel like I'm
for
myself.
Francis.
And I don't have to worry about my kids and stuff like that because I know that they're with his dad and stuff like that. But other than that, always mom.
Yeah.
Like even when I'm with them, like they're taking a nap, I'm doing mom things either way. I'm getting shit done. Like I wake up, breakfast. Like it's just like you're just on a roll all day long.
Yeah. Well, even when like moms, like when you do get pregnant, like you're automatically calling the pregnant woman, oh, like hi mama, how are you doing? But you're never gonna call him like, oh, like how's dad doing?
Yeah, until
the baby's there. And like, cause like you obviously you're bonding with your child for 9 months making them, but like they don't know, they can't like, they don't have that attachment.
Yeah.
And this is a quick side note. I read something the other day where it's saying like a baby for like the first like 10 or 11 months, they think that them and their mother are apart. They're not a separate entity.
Yeah.
And that's why they say dada, because dada's a separate person.
From them.
Yeah. So they don't think like my mom, like mama is a separate person.
Because like they think I am mom. Mom is me.
Oh my gosh. That's so cute.
That was so cute.
The
when
perspective
I found out.
of a little one.
Literally. I was like, how do they know that? How do they know it?
Well, that's gonna be my excuse because if my child says data first, which I know they will, I'll be like, it's okay. It's because I'm still you. It's alright, baby.
Yeah, but
We're still one.
Yeah, we're still one.
But I think even with like men or whatever, men, even if they're older, they still quote unquote got it. They're like, a man could be 75 years old, and if he's, working on this or whatever, he can get a 25-year-old girlfriend, and do that. They say that the men, can always have babies at any time, but women, there is this, timeline.
Risk factor
after a certain age, you're considered high risk, and you have to go see more doctors, do more tests, do more things. And they really put that into the minds of women and girls, everything growing up, like, oh, you have this period of time when you're in your prime, you know, and you need to do everything while you're in your prime, because God forbid you're 35 and you have no kids, you know, you're undesirable.
Yeah.
Oh, you're, you know, nobody's gonna want to be with the old hag, like things that, you know. And then the women were all like superficially classified sometimes as objects, you know, your beauty. How long is your beauty gonna last? So
But you
will
know
he
what?
be there for you when you have gray hairs? Oh, I don't want him to trade me in for somebody younger.
Or like after you have your baby, and
Yeah.
you're the same.
Yeah, like I've heard, and I think it's
wish
so
people
sad.
would.
I mean,
Like,
bro, I feel like
Older women.
that's just like, I don't know who you're around, but I was told to not like come around my family and be like, oh, I love him, like, and make somebody like my world and like idolize it in that way. I was told like the opposite.
But no,
Like-
I mean, not really. Like, I'm not saying like you idolize the man. Hell no. But hell no.
No, but like what he can provide for you, like that was not it. My mom was always like, you do it yourself. Like you.
That's
get it
how my mom
yourself.
was, but she
Yeah.
also
Yeah.
No, I'm
Made me grow up to be the perfect
the perfect
housewife.
wife.
Oh my god.
No, for me, I mean, no, for me, 100%. Like Nicki Minaj said, you go to school, you get your degree, you know, like you become who you are, so nobody can ever look you in the face and be like, without me, you
You're
wouldn't be,
nothing,
you're nothing.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. But society puts these limits and these characteristics and these box, like women in these boxes.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That says like, oh, you know, once you're past 35, you know, you're going to go undesirable.
Yeah.
Oh, your husband will leave you for a younger woman. Oh, you know, once you get past a certain age, you're not going to be, you know, in your prime anymore. So that's why women are doing Botox and liposuctions and lip fillers and their plastic surgery and dyeing their hair blonde when it's gray. You know, women are not embraced once they become older.
Like
or
as you
know,
age.
and they have the wrinkles and the lines.
Well, we need to do that. Like that, we're a women's podcast. Like we need to like bring attention to like natural beauty and like not doing that stuff by us not doing it. Number one, but also like letting it be known that like bringing attention to it. But like, what are we doing to change it?
Oh,
You know, like
yeah.
I'm like, I don't know, I have like mixed emotions. Because like, obviously I'm like, don't objectify me. I can do what you can do, but I can be better. Like I will be 100 times better. But at the same time, like, I don't want to look old. Like, just for me, because I was like, but I also don't do anything. Like, people have like 20 steps skincare routine. I'm like, wash my face, cleanse it, maybe put some moisturizer on, and I'm good.
But what do you mean by
then,
look old though? What do you mean?
Like, because I've always had a baby face or whatever, but like as I'm growing older, I'm like seeing more wrinkles. The bags under my eyes are darker and darker, and I'm just like,
skin looks flabbier. The wrinkles on your hands.
I'm like, God damn.
The gray hair's coming in.
But does it bother you?
Die.
Does it bother you, or do you feel like it bothers? Like, do you think it's supposed to bother you? And is that what's bothering you?
I think it bothers me because I'm like seeing myself like change.
Okay.
But at the same time, I'm like, I'm still hot shit. Like, I got it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm like flip flop. Like one day I'll be like, all right. One day I'll be like, oh my god, why is it like extra dark under my eyes?
Yeah.
I'm like, am I sick?
Yeah, but I think that also kind of hints at like our mortality. You know, you see yourself getting older. You realize life is passing you by. Not passing by, but life is happening. Life is happening. You know, like you're getting a year older. The number of age that we are, it's starting to get scary. You know?
They also say like, but like
Your
the smile wrinkles. You should be happy that you've smiled so big
much in life
to make that.
Yeah.
Or like maybe you get surprised a lot, so you got some like
the
I get this
so much. What's this called? I don't know what it is, but I get
like a
wrinkles
scrunch.
Yeah, because I scrunch if I'm like focusing, or if I'm like cute, angry, like if I just want
my way.
Yeah, I'd call it a scrunch.
Yeah, I go
like this.
You guys zoom in on that. Right. Yeah, it's scary to be able to look at yourself and then look back at pictures and see how much you've changed, because you realize you're also growing up. You know, you're not that 16-year-old in high school anymore, or that 23-year-old. You know, you're 26, 27, 28, 29. So
I was thinking more like with the wrinkles, like your 80s, 90s, Amanda.
Yeah.
No, I mean, but like you don't have to be 80 to get wrinkles.
You don't have to be 80, but I'm saying like, oh, like that's when you're obviously gonna like it's more prominent.
I feel like you're worrying now.
Yeah, it's not gonna do nothing.
Oh yeah,
Like,
you can't worry it now.
Yeah. Like now.
Just live your life. Try to have the best type of life.
Yeah.
Because I mean, in the end, we're all ending up in the same place.
Right. And then
no matter what you guys believe in, like we're all gonna die at some point.
Out of here, though, you're alive.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think also to realize that, you know what, to embrace the different stages
Mm-hmm.
of your life.
Yeah.
Because each stage, you know, brings something really nice and really new.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like babies, when they're first born, then the newborn stage, they have all the newborn characteristics and it's great. Then when they become a toddler, you know, they're walking around, they're crawling, they're walking, and you know, so each stage brings something. It may take away something, but I feel like each stage brings something that's worth embracing and worth recognizing. And you're still gonna be the baddest bitch, okay? Whether you're 21 or 46, okay? If you got it going on, you got it going on, all right? So,
you just gotta make the most of your life. Because, like, I feel like when you're older, like, a lot of people, like, when they're older, like, I do hear a lot of people say, like, oh, like, it's either I have had a good life and I've had done this and did this, or it's, oh, I really wish I was doing X, Y, and Z when I had the time or the energy. Because, like, when you're old, you have time and money, hopefully, but you don't got the energy. Because when you're 80 or something, and then, like, you're scared. Like, I know some people, even now, like, they're scared of death. Like, I get people are scared of death. But, like, I mean, I'm personally not. Like, if I go, I go.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, some people who, like, embrace it. I'm not, like, embracing it or, like they're, oh, like, it's my time. I'm ready.
I know, yeah.
I also feel like it's about self-acceptance to a certain extent. Like, you know, you have to accept that, like, what you lived is what you were supposed to live to be the person that you are right now.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I feel like with all the shit that, like personally, like, I lived, like, I'm like, I wouldn't be the person that I am right now.
Right.
And I definitely wouldn't
Have the
know
same
what
values.
I know now.
Right.
Yeah.
So, like, even though, like, yeah, I'm aging, because I was even thinking, and that's so funny because I was thinking about it today too. Because I was just complaining to Ludwig, like, a few days ago, how I'm like, damn, I'm getting older. Like, I take pictures and I feel like I look like a mom, which I know, I am a mom, yes.
Yeah.
But, like, like, you could see, like, the, like, tiredness,
in
like,
your
already
eyes.
on me, like,
Yeah.
and it's like, I'll sleep, I'll have a good sleep, still not enough.
Yeah.
And, like, I'm eating healthy, I'm trying to do my shit over here, but, like, it doesn't change the fact that I look older. Like, I was thinking about specifically this one picture that I have, and I remember I used to think I was old, like, in that picture.
Yeah.
Like, not like old, like, but, like, you know,
grown.
Like an adult.
Like, I was like, I was grown, I was out doing my shit, and I'm like, I look like a fucking baby. Like,
yes.
But it's definitely, like, I feel like with aging and, like, wrinkles and all that shit, is just, like, kind of, like, accepting that you lived
the life you were supposed to live.
There's certain things, like, you're never gonna go back and do that. That, like, even if you, like, even if you think about it, like, these little kids, like, they're not, like, we lived through that whole, like, emo thing when it was, like, cool to be emo. Like, that's just not cool no more. Like, I was on TikTok seeing these, like, the slang that they use now. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't understand any.
Yeah.
What?
But,
Hey,
like,
what's wrong with Ohio?
Bro,
what?
they call you Ohio. Like,
What is that?
Ohio. That's like a real insult.
Bro,
yeah.
yes.
That's a state. Get your fucking geography right.
It's a heavy insult.
Even when Riz came out, I was like, what the fuck is that?
My nephews love it.
And then, like, now everyone's catching on to it, but, like, it took me a minute, too. I was like, what the fuck? Riz? Like, what is this? Like, no, but that's what I'm saying, like, now, like, we are those
We're the
older ones.
Yeah, like, we're the people that we used to look up to when we were younger. We're like, I want to be like my cousin. I want to be like my uncle. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
So
and we're like the out of touch adults that don't know what the slang means.
You guys say this, but you all knew that stuff. Like, you're all on TikTok, and
but like
you say that, but like, you
it's
know.
like TikTok. It's supposed to like we have the little kids around.
Yeah,
I don't.
Think about it, like,
I feel like I don't know what the hell they're talking about.
The same as the algorithm that they're giving those little kids.
Definitely.
So it's like when little shit comes up and it's like, And those TikToks that came up were because older people were like,
what is that? Yeah.
Or they have like a Gen A or what? I don't even know what the fuck they're called. Like explaining to a Gen Z like
what it means.
What it means. Like that's a TikTok.
Yeah.
For old people like us to get it. Like you know what I'm saying? Like,
yes.
It's not like we're like out there like looking at the same shit the little kids are. No. But it's just like we're slowly catching on like the older people that we are.
Yeah, yeah, and they have like like a certain like innuendos that only they know what it means, and like you'll ask them what it means, and like the average like how do you not know what that means? And I'm like I have
I don't want to know because I'm not at your brain level.
Like no, literally, I'm like I don't want to.
Yeah,
but at the same time, you're gonna have to know because when your kids are saying shit like that to you, you're like, what the fuck are you saying?
My child's gonna tell me what the hell they're saying in English.
Like when Lisandro comes up to me and says some shit like that, I'm gonna be like, what the fuck are you smoking? Like that's not what we used to say. Like,
yeah. Like I definitely second that because I'm constantly getting like a crash course, like what's going on, and like I'll sit and I'll listen to it. And I'm like it's nonsense. It's pure nonsense.
It literally doesn't make sense.
It just sounds crazy.
It's not, but like they're so into it and they're so like full of it, and like there was like all these scary games, so many scary games that like they all play, and they're all on Roblox doing certain things, and then they're all on like Minecraft playing shit. But I'm like, I can't get jiggy with that shit. Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But
that's what I'm saying.
Wait.
That also comes with the whole like accepting thing where I'm just like, alright, I am not older person. I am supposed to like get older. Like death is possibly at the door, but like
God forbid.
You know, like that's like, I'm not obviously, but like like I'm not scared if I was to die because I feel like I'm living my life and I am living it like I want to.
Yeah.
Like I would say that to the extent like that I would probably want to, but like I'm doing the shit that I am meant and supposed to do because that's where I am right now.
Right. Yeah. Right. And like I'm gonna piggyback off of that. Also, I think that we have to realize that like we are in control of our lives. You know what I mean? Like we can like get up and change our lives today if we want to. So the people that like have regrets and things like that, like if you don't want to have a regret, do that scary thing. Go to that scary place. Go to that concert by yourself. Apply to that job. Call that person. Take those risks and things like that, and be like, you know what? I don't want to ever look back and say, oh, I shoulda, coulda, woulda. I want to get up every day and like, you know what? I tried my best. I did what I was supposed to do. I, took some risks. If it works out, it works out. But if it doesn't, you have to realize that, all of your past experience led you up to be who you are today. Like you wouldn't be having, that wisdom if you never went to get burned before. Or you wouldn't, like you wouldn't learn if you never failed. So I think.
Can I just say something?
Yeah.
Because I have a different perspective.
Really?
I just have, because I feel like I was once, no, not even once, like a few years ago, as we all go through, and I feel like I know my sister's going through it right now, like a series of anxiety just comes through you, and you're like, who are your friends? Who are this? Where are you going to be in life? What are you going to do? But I also feel like I was panicking, and that's what was making me be anxious, because I was panicking about my life, because it was like friends are in different perspectives with each other, like in different places with each other. So like it's like when you have a friend that's like doing something high and you're like, you need to be there too.
You're just comparing yourself to them.
But then you're also like, I'm running myself ragged trying to be something that I'm not, or something like that, So like as I got older, and same with like Fran, like I found what was for me. Like I enjoyed those moments that I was in, like when I was a nanny and I was with that baby. I was like, I know I'm not here forever, and I just want to enjoy every day with him. Like, I'm not going to be with this baby the rest of my life.
As a baby,
So like, I feel like a good piece of advice to carry with us and like the other people is like, live your life in that moment for that day. Like, yes, we're talking about aging because like, I just feel like that's something girls do, but like, I think when we are trying to make those moments, when we're there, we try to be like, yes, like this is your day. Like when your wedding's coming, we're like gonna be in that day.
Yeah, that moment.
Live in the moment. Like live life to the fullest in the moment.
What's going on around you.
Yeah. Because
you'll never get like
right.
Because
You can't press rewind.
Well, yeah, and you'll never get the same moment twice.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's so crazy to think about. Like even this moment that we're having, yes, it's gonna be recorded. You can watch it back, but we're never gonna live in this exact moment.
Yeah, I keep forgetting to look. I'm like looking at you guys and just talking. I was like,
and like that's insane to think. So it's crazy to think that like your life is full of all these unique once in a lifetime moments, and you're worried about a moment that haven't even like happened yet.
Yeah.
You know.
I actually saw that most of the time when you're worrying, 90% of the time it's not going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really, and I've had to tell myself like that because like, even if it's like, sometimes even just to like hang out with people, it's just like anxiety. And
Yeah. Yeah.
The other day. This day.
Huh?
Literally happens to me to this day.
Yeah.
Right? And it's like, I don't even understand why. And honestly, I was thinking it was because I'm like, sometimes I have like avoidant behavior. Because I would just rather not be bothered with some bullshit. But I think it's also like, to get over that, I have to be, you like you said, you put yourself in those uncomfortable situations.
Yeah.
So like, also just remember that, like 9 times out of 10, like you're worrying and you don't really have to.
Yeah.
And like, I've found like a lot of good techniques, and like one of them that I do is just breathing. Like take really big, 3 big deep breaths before I like walk in somewhere, even if I look crazy. And it just helps. Like you know you got yourself. You know you're there for yourself.
Yeah.
Like, and you know you have people supporting you. So like also keep them in your head. And be like, who am I doing this for? Why am I doing this for? And like make it your moment.
Yeah.
Like it's
There's also like a limit. Like don't be stupid and do it.
Right. Like don't take our advice to talk about YOLO and you're out here doing some crazy shit.
You know when like you're just feeling good that day, and it could be, but it's like
like that boost. Yeah.
But like you go somewhere and somebody's like, no, it's casual Friday to me. It's like what it means to you. Like that morning,
validate your own emotions.
Yeah. And like that's what I'm saying. You bring the moment, you be the moment. And if somebody has something to say about it, be like, I'm sorry, like you're not in your moment right now.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll come tomorrow. But like it's all about like in your mind, like how you're putting what you're putting out. And, like, the universe is fucking listening, and we all know that.
Yeah.
We know that from last freaking episode when we brought up somebody, and then she popped up on your face.
She was right there.
So
because the phones are listening.
Yeah. Yeah. That's crazy. No, I definitely second that with Alyssa. You know, like there's these things where like it's called 1, 2, 3, just do it. So it's so it's like if you're contemplating doing something, you're like like don't even say it, like 1, 2, 3 and go and do it.
Yeah.
That's what I do when I'm like being lazy.
Yeah.
Right. Once you figure it out.
Yeah, go do it because in that moment when you're moving so fast, that fear is in like
you don't have time to process it.
Yeah, and you just go and do it. Yeah, because fear it's all in your head. Once you realize that there's no one stopping you but you, it's really invigorating. Because sometimes like you'll feel like, oh, but there's this reason, oh, but there's that reason, oh, but it's not the perfect time. Free yourself from the perfect time, because there's no such thing as the perfect time. You make the time. When you do it, then it becomes the perfect time because you did it. So.
And that comes with being older.
That's the wisdom.
Yeah. Somebody can tell you, but like. Telling you is not you experiencing it and you understanding it. When you experience it, you understand
it better. Yeah.
Without each other, we would all be lost.
Yeah.
Well, at least for me. Because I need to text the group chat to make sure I'm not
the only one
right now.
But yeah, that's why I'm glad to have you guys. And like, we've been through so much.
Yeah.
Through trauma, through good times. Here's to many more. Here's to gaining friends, losing friends. It's just life. We all go in separate directions. We all, luckily, you'll find your group that will stick with you.
Yeah.
You'll find your people.
And we'll get new little friends.
Yes.
Right.
And we can be your group.
That's why you guys are coming. And yeah, along with like, even if friendships end, but like we keep our friendships together, we get like new friends when we have these little babies. Those are our new little buddies.
Yeah. But yeah, I feel like we definitely came a long way with our friendship. When we talked about our first episode, like we met really young, and thanks to like our personalities and who we are, we stay together as friends. I feel like, and because honestly, it's also effort. You have to put effort. It's a relationship. And
Yeah.
we put that effort and work towards this relationship that we have.
Yeah. I think to pick it off of Fran and close it out is, you know what, like life will give you what you need. So if you have friends that have unfortunately, no longer in your life, they served their purpose. They did what they were supposed to do. They taught you the lesson.
Yeah.
They taught you what you were supposed to learn.
Or they were the blessing.
Yeah. And you know what? You haven't met all the people that are going to love you. So make room for people that are going to love you, but get rid of people that no longer love you the way you need to be loved. So make room today, for the people that are meant to love you, because you haven't met all the people that you're going to be in love with. Friendship wise, relationship wise, everything. So it's okay to say goodbye to friends, acknowledge the relationships you guys have had, but realize you're in a new place, you're in a new setting, and you're making space for the newness and stuff in your life. It's okay.
And with that, that's the end of our second episode of Four in a Pod. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.